Hi, it's the Rawsome Vegan Gal here, and I am at Expo West, and in front of you are standing two people, Jen and Nick from Gem Raw Organics, and they have this great company where they make these awesome nut butters and use superfoods in them, and I'm going to be interviewing them and asking them some interesting questions about what they're doing. So let's start, and first of all, tell me briefly about yourself and why you decided to get involved in the health industry. So who would like to answer that?
Well, I got turned on to health when I was in high school, actually, and then went to school for biology and health for a little bit at college before I realized I didn't want to do any of that, and I became a raw vegan and went to Hawaii. And when I was in Hawaii, I got turned on to making food, and especially raw chocolate. I already knew Tim and Jen, and so then we kind of started collaborating, and then we were making raw organic nut butters in the form of Gem spreads.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, Jen, what about you?
Well, I've been a nutritionist for 25 years and a lover of delicious food and especially truffles. So when Nick introduced us to raw chocolate, we thought, let's do this. Let's make some delicious raw truffles. And then we shared them with friends. Everybody loved them. And we just evolved into putting the gem in the jar. So our truffles turned out to be in the jar, so you can eat it. Every spoonful is like eating the center of a delicious truffle.
Okay, great. Next, I'm going to ask you a really interesting question.
Sure.
If you were stranded on a desert island and were allowed to take only 5 items with you,
right.
They could be food, books, or any kind of products that are health related, what would they be and why?
I'd bring a knife for survival purposes. I'd bring a sheet of plastic to make a still out of so I could drink fresh water. I'd bring a durian tree so I could plant that and eat durian, and an avocado tree
I like
so I could
that.
eat avocado.
Okay, cool.
And then my last item would be probably a spear gun, so I could actually probably go spearfishing in case, or protect myself too.
Yeah.
What else is on this island?
Right,
Yeah.
that's true. And Jen, what about you?
Oh my goodness, stranded on an island and what?
Only 5 items. You could take any kind, food related,
and I could
health.
take anything with me.
Five items only.
Well, I would take a raft for sure, so I could not be stranded. And I would also take a net of some sort to catch fish, and I would also take some sort of cooking device where I could cook the fish a little bit. And
Can't think of anything else?
I don't
That's
like
okay.
the idea of being stranded on an island.
Okay, but that was just, you know.
I would probably take something to be able to filter water with.
Okay. All right. Next, now I'm going to ask you, what one message do you want to share with the people of the world that is crucial for their ultimate well-being and longevity?
I'd say just be true, like listen to yourself, really. Like your body knows best, you know best, and if you listen, your body will tell you what health choices you need to make. You don't need to read it in a book. It can give you some good ideas, but mostly it's just about listening to yourself and staying true to that, and not getting caught up in all these trends and what other people are doing, but really what works for you.
Cool. All right. What about you, Jen?
That is just ditto what I would say, is this ability to turn within and to be able to listen to yourself and not to be too stuck on something that just because it's something that is kind of cool and popular but really makes you sick, there's really no sense in it. And what brings you joy and the ability to be just present.
Awesome. Okay. Now, if someone could afford to purchase only one product at this moment to start their journey towards better health, food or health related, what would you recommend and why?
I would say a 5-gallon glass carboy to go collect spring water. That's hands down the best.
That sounds really good. What about you, Jen?
Yeah, I like saying
same thing. Water. You got to start with water. Water's number one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now we're going to get more into talking about your business. Tell me more about your business and the products you offer to the public to help them achieve optimal health and well-being. So I know you have 4 different nut butters with superfoods in them. So tell me a little about them, and I'd love to see the packaging on them.
Okay, yeah, we'll just go through them one by one.
Okay.
First, we have cinnamon red maca almond butter.
I'm going to get up close so I can take a look at it.
It's a sprouted spread. First of all, we don't use any gluten, dairy. It's all raw. The nuts are sprouted to help with assimilation and kind of activate the nutrients. The coconut palm sugar is low glycemic. It is a sweeter product, but it's not. It's like a dessert, but compared to other desserts, it's really healthy. I mean, it's just really healthy all in all. It's really easy to eat. You want to eat it.
Right.
It has maca in it too.
Nice.
It's good for the hormones. It's good for just everything, really. It's just
Okay.
a superfood.
Okay, let me look at the jar here, yeah?
Okay,
and
so
anything else on the jar that we should know about on the label for the product?
See. Yeah, it's vegan. It's wind powered. Our facility is wind powered, raw and sprouted, stone ground,
Nice.
non-GMO, certified organic with Oregon tilth, and then
Right.
made in Oregon. And then it's also kosher. This label doesn't have it. Because
Okay,
we just got
nice.
our new labels.
Okay,
but
great.
This one has it.
Okay, let's take a look at that. Awesome, that's wonderful.
Yeah, this is our newest product, the cashew cardamom.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
really
extra
good.
creamy. It's super good. This one, yeah, has all those features as well. Organic, soaked, dehydrated. It's a sprouted.
Right. And
yeah.
what's any benefits to cardamom that, you know, you used it, or it's just a nice flavor enhancer?
It's a nice flavor. I mean, it does have like an uplifting effect on the mood.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's good for digestion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice to know that you're eating something good for you that actually helps your digestion too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
Orange guy.
Great. And some other products you have over here too.
So we have our hazelnut raw cacao,
Okay.
which is just the good standard. It's the sexy standard that gets everybody interested with something familiar like
Right.
Nutella.
Exactly.
With, again, a healthy alternative. So this is also something that we hope that can supplement that if somebody's trying to improve their diet with things that are familiar to them.
Good.
And then this is something on the absolutely opposite spectrum, which is the maki camu, which to somewhat unfamiliar to the lay public, but very familiar to the raw food enthusiasts.
Yes.
Which maki, I call this my beauty butter.
Oh, nice
because
name. I
it
like that. You should
is-
add that to the label.
Yeah.
The beauty butter.
It
I like
is
that.
high antioxidant, high vitamin C, very good for, you know, post-exercise, a little spoonful at night to just kind of, you know, finish out the day. And it actually can be used as a scrub for hands.
Wow.
and
Who would have
feet
thought
and
that?
Face. We have spas that use it as facials because of its high antioxidant, highly absorbent, gets rid of
And I was going to
age
say,
spots and everything.
and I was going to say, if you're hungry, you can always take a lick, right, off
You
your
can always
face.
take a lick.
Yeah, it's still edible. after you eat.
Right. That's great. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Always edible.
That's awesome. Okay. And now, what are your hopes, inspirations, and dreams for the future health of the people and the planet?
It kind of ties into that earlier question that people start paying attention more and listening more. Helping, I mean, whatever way we can help facilitate that. I mean, that's probably where we're going. Like having these butters is part of that
Right.
process. You
Okay.
don't have to feel guilty about having something that's decadent.
Oh, sure. Not
yeah,
at all.
definitely not. And
Right.
so we're kind of on that path.
Okay.
Mostly just the listening aspect. Like,
Okay.
help people like tune in a little more.
Right. And
Yeah.
Jen, would you kind of
I-
concur with
well,
that?
I would, of course, and also add that less is more. That to decrease consumption and be more mindful about what you're eating, so that you'll not continue to crave when you're eating something that's not feeding yourself. And you know, like a spoonful of gem is really all you need to make your day a better day. And hopefully, all the foods you eat are giving you the nutrition that nature intended for.
Okay.
And not that you have to continue to consume because you're not getting what the food is supposed to be offering, which is nutrition.
Okay. And now, a couple more questions. Who is your greatest hero and why?
Oh man,
You have to only pick one.
that's a tough one. Greatest hero
And why?
and why?
If you can pick one.
Wow.
I know, that gets people, right? They
That's
have to
a
think
doozy.
about it.
That is really tough. Do you have a quick
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, she does. Okay, so Jen does first.
So mine is Gandhi.
Okay.
And the reason is when I was very young and learned about Gandhi, it touched my heart so deeply that somebody what they would be willing to do to maintain peace in their heart and to maintain action through nonviolence. And I believe that was an evolution in humanity that he passed on to each one of us, and that we have that living in each one of us. And I believe that it is the evolution of human beings through this time that's going to make the world a better place.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's perfect. So,
I'm stumped.
okay. That's Jen, I think,
any-
covered it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, any one person, it's hard for me to pick out in particular, but I can pick out groups of people, I suppose,
Right.
or ideas that I
Right.
believe in.
Okay.
But any one hero.
You don't have one. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
can't say.
And finally, is there anything else you'd like to share with the public, whether it's about the company, about yourself?
Yeah,
or-
I mean, I'd like to thank everybody that's bought a jar of Gem and supported us along the way, and I really hope more people have an opportunity to experience
Right.
it. And I hope to get a lot more feedback via our website, social media,
Yeah.
on what we can do to make it even better, to
Yeah.
meet this Gem standard that we're striving
Awesome.
for. And also, product ideas, like what people are into.
Okay.
But mostly just appreciation and gratitude for all our
Okay.
customers.
And how long has the company been in business now?
About 5 years.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
We've only been doing butters for 3.
Okay.
Before that, we were a chocolate and truffle company.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, about 5 years.
Okay, cool. And Jen, any last words?
Well, hopes and inspiration for Gem would be to, our goal is to be a household name, for people to say pass the Gem, and for it to be also in restaurants and everywhere where it's a condiment. It's something that people think about. It can, diversity, it can go on all kinds of things. It can be just part of your daily practice of healthy lifestyle.
Right. Okay, great. Well, again, I want to thank Jen and Nick, and this is the Rawesome Vegan Gal, and this is actually part of what I usually do on my blog. I call it a Q&A for the health of the people, products, and the planet. And I want to thank them both again, and this is the Rawesome Vegan Gal. Thanks for watching.